I'm going to link a video in the description that I implore you all to watch before you watch this video any further. It's only 2 minutes long. You done yet? Okay. Hopefully you're as disgusted as I was when I watched this video for the first time. Imagine being that far down the Q rabbit hole before even reaching puberty, and it's obviously because of this kid's parents, or at least the dad, because you see him at the end browsing QAnon forums, which is where he gets all of these talking points to feed to his kids. And here are some reactions to this from the right wing in the replies under this video. Not grooming, it's educating. At least they aren't making him wear a dress, the left would prefer that. How about the videos with kids in front of drag queens' exposed body parts? That's not grooming. They taught their children that the vaccine didn't prevent transmissions. How many lives were lost because of this? So, the reaction among these right-wingers consists of either outright supporting what these kids are saying, or deflecting and saying, no, that's not grooming, here's the real grooming. In the minds of these people, literal children parroting far-right talking points fed to them by their parents, who are also deep down the rabbit hole, is perfectly okay, but telling them that gay people are okay or trans people are okay, no, that's grooming. Or God forbid a drag queen dresses up and reads children some stories, oh the fucking horror. The reaction that these people have towards this video should tell you everything. They don't really give a fuck about grooming. If they were actually principled, they would say things like, why would a child need to know things like what went down on Epstein's island? It's one thing to tell your children to be weary of untrustworthy strangers who may take advantage of them because they are young and impressionable. It is a completely different thing to tell them that there are reptilian people out there who will take them to an island and rape them. This is not to say Epstein and his island is some unfounded conspiracy theory, but come on, reptilians from another fucking planet going on his island, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. But this is the bullshit that these kids in this video are being fed, and you see right-wingers in the replies being like, oh, these kids are being raised right. Aren't you the same exact fucking people who say that children and politics should be separate? I remember back when the BLM protests were at their peak, there were pictures of children attending BLM protests, holding signs that say Black Lives Matter. And yes, perhaps children are a bit too young to fully comprehend issues like systemic racism and police brutality, but the core message behind those words on those signs that those children were holding in those photos was just, hey, Black people matter too. They matter just as much as everyone else. And your skin color should have no bearing on your worth as a human being. You know, essentially, racism is bad. And you saw all of these right-wingers collectively melting the fuck down over this and saying this is indoctrination, these children are being brainwashed into being Marxists or whatever the fuck. But then you see this video, which is clear-cut footage of children being indoctrinated into hateful ideology. But oh no, that's fine. At least they're not trans though. I just wish that these people would finally come out and say, we don't like it when children are taught about acceptance and equality. We want our hateful bullshit instilled into them instead. Because while yes, what they would be openly advocating for is absolutely awful, of course, but at least they would be honest and not pretend to be on this moral crusade against children being groomed, quote-unquote, when they themselves have no problem with indoctrinating children into awful fucking beliefs. I hope to fucking God that these children in this video, and any child in the same position for that matter, wake the fuck up when they get older. What you saw in that video was clear-cut brainwashing, and it's going to take a long while if those children ever unlearn any of the harmful beliefs they were taught as they were growing up, because all of this horse shit is being conditioned and instilled into them at their most impressionable. Anyway, to all of you conservatives who are cheering these children in this video on, you don't actually fucking care about not using children as a political pawn. You just want to rope them into your bullshit twisted ideology to young age, because that's the easiest way to get anyone to hold your stupid-ass values. Please tell me, how is teaching children talking points like the ones you saw those kids spew out in that video any less harmful than just simply telling your child, oh, there are people out there who like other men, or other women, or there are people out there who wish to change their gender, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'll wait, but you're not going to convince me regardless of what you say, because I'm firm in the belief that it is much preferable to teach a child to be accepting and inclusive, rather than turn them into hate-filled conspiracy theorists before the age of, like, 10. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.